Alright, y'all. So, I got this new story for you guys. That's actually a good story that happened to me a little over a year ago. I'm only young now, so I'm still in my childhood, but this is a good story. And my first YouTube video, so subscribe, like all that shit. But this this story is actually one of the best stories. But I got so much more stories, so make sure to like and shit, and you'll be getting more stories like this one. But anyway, so basically, this story starts out. I was 13, so I'm 15 now, turning 16. I was 13 at this time, alright? So this is 2023. Me and my friend, I'm gonna call him. I'm not gonna use his real name, so I'm gonna use M as his name. His name's gonna be M, alright? So me and M, we're like best friends. I still talk to him now, but we're not as close as we used to be. So actually, after this night, I don't know, this story's crazy. So you know, we we're good friends and we're just hanging out and shit. And then we're having a sleepover. This is in the summer, right? So this is summer of 2023, July. Okay? So basically, the day starts off. We wake up. It's a nice sunny day or whatever. It's nice and warm. I text him. I'm like, yo, want to go out something today? He's like, yeah, bet. So basically, I go over to his house and we're just hanging out today, right? So the day starts off as we're just basically just playing basketball, talking, going outside, doing dumb shit, all that. So then, we're hanging out all day. Night comes around. He's like, "Yo, wanna sleep over?" I'm like, "Yeah, why not?" So, um, I have a sleepover at his house. So I asked my parents, and they're like, "Yeah, we can have a sleepover." So we have a sleepover, and so night comes around, and um, we're bored. It's like 10 o'clock at night, so basically he says, "Want to go ding dong ditch, right?" And I'm like, "Shit, why not?" Actually, I was kind of skeptical at first. I was like, "Well, I don't know because I didn't. I was like one of those people that are down for shit, but at the same time, it's like, yo, I don't know. This can be bad. So I wasn't really into that stupid criminal shit. It's not criminal shit, but you know what I'm talking about. I'm not trying to sound like a pussy or nothing, but you know what I'm talking about. So, anyways, yeah. Um, I say, all right, sure, whatever. He convinces me, I whatever. So we head out that night. We sneak out. It's this is late, by the way. This is 11:30, 12 at night. That shit, that could be dangerous, bro. That's I'm pretty sure that's illegal to be doing that. I don't know. But anyway, so I'm like, all right. So we head out, and we're starting off slow. We're doing the houses that no one's really home and we know no one's home, but we act like they are. You ever did that before? You're out with your friends and you're like, oh, I'll do this house, but no one's home, but you just act like they are. So we're doing houses with no lights on. Well, obviously no lights on. It's 12 o'clock at night, but like no cars in the driveway, all that shit. So um we do it, and I do a few. He does a few. We did two houses that are actually people in there, but they don't even answer the door. So we're about to go home, and then he gets the idea. He's like, hold on. What if we do it where you ever play that game where someone goes in the back and knocks on the back door, someone goes in the front and knocks on the front door? So it's a little bit of so it confuses the owner and shit like that. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm bored. The adrenaline's pumping from all that fucking running and shit. And I'm like, fuck it. So we go in the back. I go in the back, I go into someone's backyard. He stays in the front. We're on phone call because to communicate, obviously. So this house is pitch black, by the way. This is one of those houses that are run down. So we live in a nice area, but there's always a one house in a nice area where it's run down and no one really is everyone's kind of skeptical about that house. They're all like, what the fuck is going on here, really? So I'm in the back, he's in the front, right? And then he's like, all right, you go first. So I knock first, and then he knocks second within like a 2 second difference. I knock first, like one, two, he knocks. All right. So nothing crazy, and nothing happens, right? Nothing happens. So he's like, fuck it, go again. I knock again. 2 seconds later, he knocks again. All right. So now we kind of see a light come on, but it's not like a regular light. It's like a flashlight. And I'm like, what? I'm like kind of confused, like, cause like who doesn't turn on their lights? Like, you know what I mean? Like, who's turning on a flashlight in their own house? And I know damn well the power was up in our area because it was perfect night, perfect cold, like cool breeze, 20 degrees. Shit that wrong, but anyways, you know what I'm saying? It was a nice summer night, and there was like no power outage. So we're like, what the fuck? Well, I'm like that, but he's like tripping. He's fine. So basically, I see a flashlight come on. I'm like, yo, I just seen a flashlight turn on. And he's like, oh yeah, go again, go again. Like, this is good, this is good. So I'm like, shit, alright. And then I knock again. Cause like honestly, I was trying to impress my friend, but like whatever. I knew I was scared, bro. I'm gonna be honest, I was scared. And then he knocks again, right? So the flashlight starts to get a little bit closer, but like I can tell it's like, pretty far away. It's like kind of still in the hallway. I'm in a back porch. It's like basically the house layout is it's a one-story house. The front entrance really, like I could kind of see in the back because it had like a window, a sliding door, and there was no fence around this house by the way. So it was a one-story house. You walk into the house, it's like living room. You walk in, living room on the left, kitchen in the back left, and then hallway on the right. All right, hallways on the right. So I'm next to the kitchen. There's a sliding door around the kitchen, so I'm next to the kitchen, and he's like next to the living room, and there's a hallway in between that. So I can see a flashlight in the hallway, and I'm like, okay. So it starts to get a little bit closer, and then I tell my friend, I'm like, yo, we should dip now, we should dip now. He's like, nah, fuck that, let's go. So, anyways, this is what happens, right? I knock again, and then he knocks, and then the flashlight stays the same. I'm like, what is this guy doing? So then he's like, one more time, and then we'll leave, I promise. So I'm like, fuck it. I knock. As soon as I'm about to knock, the sliding door opens and someone grabs me. And you're probably thinking, yo, how the fuck did that happen? Because there was a flash, the buddy was in the hallway. No, it was literally a trick. There was someone in the hallway on a flashlight, and there was someone on the kitchen floor for some reason. That's some creepy ass shit, bro. I don't know who the fuck stays on the kitchen floor, but he was on the kitchen floor. And then he opens the sliding door, grabs me, pulls me in, right? But last second, like, okay, so I'm not that big of a person, but like, I'm like kind of big enough where I can defend myself. So he grabs my shirt, pulls me in, and then when he pulls me in, I grab onto like the edge of the door and kind of push myself up a little bit, like kind of pull myself back. And then when I do that, it kind of gets like he kind of loses his grip a little bit. And then with all my might, like I uh I kick, like I use my feet and like I kick him with all my might and it hit him like this guy. He was kind of tall, so it kind of hit him like in his leg, kind of. And then anyways, he kind of like lost his balance and fell. And I got away. And then I turned around. There's a guy right behind him holding a flashlight. This guy's pale as hell, right? Pale as hell, holding a flashlight with a knife in his hand. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? So I jumped the fence. Well, there was no fence actually, so I don't jump the fence. So I get out of there, and um, I run back. So there's a woods behind their house. So I kind of run the woods. I'm telling my friend, get the fuck out of there, get the fuck out of there. So he ends up leaving, and then we regroup back at my house. And here's the crazy part: a couple days later, we see in the news that that fucking house, bro, got raided. Well, no, yeah, that house got raided because there was a big drug bust there. Three, there was like 300 pounds of like, illegal drugs. I can't say. And there was like weird ass shit in that house. There was like a dungeon in the house. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like a room in the basement with like fucking uh like chains and shit. But anyways, yeah. So that's the story. But thanks for watching, and subscribe and comment and like, and there'll be more videos coming soon.